Tonight in a special report you'll only see here, it's a touching story of a daughter's sacrifice for her father. When Clovis resident James Hurleybush began suffering from kidney failure, his daughter Amanda decided to donate one of her own.
And this was made possible thanks to the Living Donor Program. ABC7's Adria Irahita sat down with the family and brings us their story.
I normally don't talk about what she did to me without crying like a baby.
Clovis resident James Hurleybush lives every day to its fullest and says it's all thanks to his daughter, Amanda Drake. It all started in 2008. James, who's a diabetic, was beginning to see some impaired kidney function as a result of the disease.
We were heading towards the dialysis route, which having a background in biology and medical sciences, I know that they don't survive very long after being on dialysis.
The average life expectancy after starting dialysis is only 5 years, so Amanda decided to take action, making the bold choice to donate a kidney to her father.
I remember being in the kitchen and him talking about being on dialysis, and I was like, you know what? I got 2 kidneys and I only need 1.
As with all living donors, Amanda had to undergo a series of tests to make sure she was compatible with her father. According to Presbyterian Hospital in Albuquerque, potential donors must be checked for things like adequate kidney function and chronic illnesses, and they must go through a cross-match. Once all testing is complete, a patient committee has to approve the transplant. James and Amanda made the trip to Presbyterian in October of 2008 in order for the transplant to be completed.
She had it off one way, I had it off another way. Like she said, the last thing I remember them pushing me into the operating room, and the next step was recovery.
Amanda, who works as a veterinarian, was only out for 5 weeks. It took James a bit longer to recover. He didn't go back to work until the following January.
By the time I was allowed to go back to work, I had been ready to go back to work for a long time.
Each state has different laws and statutes regarding time off work and tax deductions. In New Mexico, only state employees are allowed up to 20 days of paid leave, and living organ donors are allowed to deduct up to $10,000 on state income taxes for travel and other expenses related to the donation process.
Our insurance pretty much took care of everything.
Yeah.
It paid my bills and paid my bills.
Now, 7 years later, James gets to enjoy life living next door to his daughter.
Every time I have another birthday come around, I thank her for making it possible.
And it's the little moments, like playing with the dogs or feeding the horses, that serve as a reminder of the selfless act.
Couldn't thank her enough. There is no way I could possibly.
In Clovis, Adria Irahita, ABC7 News.